Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 11 of my Southampton series for Football Manager 2016. This is, of course, a live com against Norwich City and a bit of a fixture review, plus we've got a little bit of transfer activity to go through first of all. As you can see, we only loaned one player out, but he did go to two different clubs. Ryan Seeger, pretty decent, young striker. I've never really given him a chance or rated him that highly, um, but he does look quite good as far as your pacey advanced forward type player. But as you can see, he can play complete forward, which is what we play with. So, he's performed quite well for Bournemouth, and yeah, now Wolves want him on loan as well. For I think it was just a month for each of those, but pretty good stuff, I have to admit. He was loaned out to Bournemouth, and then Wolves came in 2 days later after he got back and wanted his services again. So yeah, the only player we brought in after the previous episode was Franco Lopez, who is a 19-year-old Argentinian. As you can see, he looks very good. These were both 15, and he's improved quite well. That was also 15, his finishing, and it's obviously gone up, as well as his off the ball. So yeah, quite a few of his 15 stats have gone up to 16, which is very promising. The only negative thing about him is he's quite small, 175 centimeters, low strength, low jumping, and 5 heading. So he's not exactly going to be a target man for us, but I think he could do some real damage. 3-star current ability with 3.5 potential, not too bad. We only paid 4.5 mil, which was his release clause from River in Argentina. And I'm quite happy with that. We needed a backup striker massively. And as you can see, he can also play AMC quite well. 13 passing, 16 technique, 16 vision, and 15 flair. So not too bad. Might look to play him as a bit of an AMC behind Iheanacho. But then again, we also have Honda, who is performing quite well. And we'll get into that right now. Although he might be playing quite well, ourselves as a team, not playing too great. You guys of course saw the 4-2 loss to Crystal Palace, which I was incredibly unhappy about. We then followed that up with another loss, this one to Watford. Again, very, very unhappy. Troy Deeney with a brace against us. Iheanacho scored in the 85th minute with one of our 8 shots on target. They had 5, scored 2. Typical Football Manager. The next game was Chelsea. Kind of expect to lose against Chelsea. They have got an amazing squad. Bernat, Morata with a brace, and Pedro. I mean, those two players there can pretty much tear any team apart. Our goal scorers were Juanmi and Iheanacho. But as you can see, the defence played quite poorly. And yeah, Balic had a really good game, so impressive to see. Some decent performances in a loss. We did bounce back, however, and got our first win of the season against Fleetwood in the Capital One Cup second round. 7-3 victory. Never scored 7 goals in this year's version so far, so yeah, managed to tick that one off the list, but we still conceded 3 goals against Fleetwood, which was annoying, but we got the win through the next round. Kind of happy. Not really, because we conceded 3 goals from 4 shots on target. Romero somehow got a 7 match rating, despite conceding 3 goals off 4 shots on target. So I don't really know how that works, but yeah. Kazuwa, Honda, Iheanacho, Juanmi, and Nick Hurst, the defensive mid there. Sorry, the ball-winning mid on the score sheet for us. We then followed that up with a 1-1 draw against Swansea. They're a pretty decent team. Not going to lie, they have Mario Gomez now as well, which is weird, entertaining, I suppose. I was quite surprised when he scored against me because I had no idea that he had actually transferred to Swansea. So it was a bit of a surprise, but yeah, he opened the scoring. Iheanacho leveled it all. Leveled it 1 goal apiece. We then managed to beat Reading, newly promoted Reading, 5-1 away from home at the Majeski? Yeah, Medeski, I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, Kostic got a brace for himself. Iheanacho, Honda, and Lopez. Lopez getting his debut goal there, as well as Honda off the penalty. So pretty good. was quite happy with that. Decent performance all round, to be fair. But then, yeah, we fell apart in the next game. 4-1 loss to Newcastle. For some reason, I don't think we've ever beaten Newcastle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we ever have. Juanmi opened the scoring. I thought things were going to go well, but of course it didn't. As you can see, the defence probably shouldn't have played Sergio Romero, but I mean, yeah, make of it what you will. But yeah, I think Romero played in that game. Actually, I think I played Romero in all three of these games, and we got good results, kind of. So I just kind of stuck with the faith, and then I dropped him for the next game, which was against Hull in the Capital One Cup third round. Nice little 1-0 away victory. Ryan Bertrand, I think he just came back from injury, and that was his warm-up game sort of thing. Played him, scored a goal, very happy. And yeah, then we played Manchester United in the next game at Old Trafford. 3-2 loss, not the worst result in the world, sorry. But as you can see, we were 3-0 down. Honda scored a brace for himself within, 6 minutes. And yeah, we didn't really look like winning, to be fair. So I think the loss was a fair result, to be fair. I'm happy that we managed to score 2 goals against United, though. That was quite impressive. The next game, however, was even more impressive. We beat Liverpool at home 1-0. Iheanacho opened the scoring in the 8th minute, and we beat Liverpool. Fairly big team, decent little scalp there. Was quite happy with it. But of course, inconsistency. We lost to Aston Villa in the next game, at home as well, 3-0. For some reason, this player, Adama Traore, is just an absolute beast. He's got pace to burn, and he just schools all of my players. He's like the Mane of Aston Villa. I hate it how it does this. That's really annoying. Don't understand why it needs to load highlights. I'm not looking at highlights. Anyway. Yeah, Benteke and then a Traore brace. And yeah, we couldn't get in the score sheet. And then we couldn't get in the score sheet in the next game either. 2-0 loss to Arsenal. Higuain with a brace within 11 minutes. Yeah, shouldn't have played Shawcross. Basically sums that one up nice and quickly. We then versed Fulham, beat them in the Capital One Cup 4th round, 2-0 away from home. Of course, they were a Premier League team last season. Graham White, the youth player that I bought from... where was it? I can't remember. Yeah, Yeovil. Oh, that is annoying. Yeah, he managed to get... I think that was his debut goal. Not debut goal, sorry. His first goal for the club. And yeah, then Kostic also scored a minute later. So happy days. Very good to get through to the 5th... it's not the 5th round, it's quarter-final of the Capital One Cup. So we basically... I think that's our board expectation ticked off for that now, for the Capital One Cup. This game, this is really annoying. I had played this game. I think it was in the 85th minute. We were winning 4-2, and then my computer overheated, and it was heartbreaking. I'm not going to lie, it really was. So I started the game back up. Obviously, you can't really save when you're mid-game. Had to play it again, and we could only manage a 0-0 draw, and they were coming 20th as well, so nothing really to go over there. Balic did miss a penalty though. That was heartbreaking. That was I think it was in the 80th minute. 88th minute. Yeah, that is just heartbreaking. But as you can see, so I'll go back into it again, even though it has to reload for some reason. Their goalkeeper did get man of the match rating, an 8.3. How am I supposed to score when he gets an 8.3? Honestly. I mean, our defence played better than their defence, which is probably why we didn't concede any goals. We did dominate them though, 8 shots, well, not dominate, it was actually very even, but we did edge possession away from home, which is quite impressive, and I'm happy with that. It's a bit of a positive, but as you can see, Emeterio 7.9, then Kazuwa 7.3, Font looking pretty solid there as well, so that was good. Well, not really good because, we had scored 4 goals against them when I had actually played it before. to lose that result was kind of heartbreaking, a bit demoralising. As soon as it started overheating, as soon as it overheated, I was just, really upset, and I did have to continue though. Another thing to mention, I'll go into our fixtures here for a second. Derby. We have Derby in the Capital One Cup quarter-final at home as well, and then we verse them again in the next game on the Saturday. Again at home in the Premier League. So, a double header against Derby will be quite interesting. So far, Iheanacho's got 6 goals, highest goal scorer for us. Honda, in his debut season, has got a 7.28 so far. Kostic, 4 assists. Classy, again, for some reason he's always in this best pass completion list. Gaston Gil Romero has picked up 4 yellow cards so far, so of course 1 more and he'll pick up a 1-match ban for 5 yellows, which is not great because Fellaini's not very good at the moment, so I might look to either play, what's his name, my youth player, possibly instead. Okay, so we've got Norwich City, and of course they are quite a bit of a bogey team for me. Obviously, if you guys have watched the previous episodes, you will know that Norwich are a bogey team for me, mainly because I sold Graziano Pella to them in I think it was the first season, and he seems to score every time we verse him, so yeah, that's great. Hopefully he's not playing today, that would be lovely. But anyway, today's lineup will be Rawley in goals, who's been playing quite well, kept 2 clean sheets in a row. Emeterio at right back, Chambers and Font in the centre of defence. Kazawa keeps his place at left back. He's been quite impressive. As you can see, he's got the second highest rating in the defence. But he's in his debut season, doing quite well. Another thing I need to mention, bloody Ryan Shawcross. Been complaining about first team football, and he's literally got most of the squad really unhappy. And as you can see, they're all supporting their teammate, and there's a couple that aren't, which is basically Virgil van Dijk, who's against his teammate. Obviously they play in the same position, and I think Jose Font. Of course, the two of the 3 centre backs that would be in his position normally are all unhappy with him, so it's quite good. Tadic has just returned from injury, so very happy about that. He'll be coming straight onto the bench. Where was I? Yeah, Kazuya keeps his place, playing quite well. Romero, not setting the world alight in his first season for us, but he's kind of solid. Classy started to dip in his form. I've been playing Balic, but again, he's not really setting the world alight either. And Classy was performing quite well earlier in the season. And as you can see, his pass percentage is very high. So Gil Romero and Classy as our 2 centre mids. Honda, as I mentioned, he's pretty much been our best player so far, will be our advanced playmaker. Juanmi on the left wing, Kostic on the right wing as an inside forward, and Iheanacho up front. Romero, Shawcross, Sakai, Hurst, Balic, Tadic, and Lopez will be our bench today. And let's get into it, eh? Let's do this. So Norwich are in 7th, we're currently in 16th. I should have gone over the league table, but we can see it here. Obviously Leicester at bottom, West Brom and Sheffield Wednesday are in the relegation zone. A loss here today and a win for Wednesday will put us into the relegation zone, so it's quite an important game. A win will only put us in 15th. Like, pretty much 14th and above are starting to break away from us, and that's really dangerous. A couple more bad results and I might be getting sacked. That's kind of how nervous I am at the moment. So yeah, not good. As you can see, Derby are in 8th position after being promoted last season. Very unusual. They're beating Tottenham, Aston Villa and Newcastle. Palace are in 6th. Again, very weird. But then from 5th and up, you kind of expect all those teams. And good to see Arsenal coming first. I'm quite happy with that, being an Arsenal fan in real life. So Norwich are playing a 4-4-2 here today. I'm just going to say that. My team talks have been quite rubbish this year, so this version of the game, I don't really know what to say to get the best reaction out of the play. Well, not the best reaction, but to, I don't know, get them fired up. I don't know what the right terminology would be. Basically, to make them play better and win games. But anyway. Oh, and Graziano Pella is playing, and he plays it to Redmond, who is absolutely deadly. Crosses it, Thompson, Chambers clears. And they have Poyet, or Poyet, I don't really know how to pronounce his name. Malumbu, good save there by Rulli. It's a corner though. Schmitz to swing it in. Plays it low, and that's easily cleared away by Kostic. But no one went out to Schmitz. It's not good enough. And we just survived. Very lucky there. But we could be on the counter-attack. Honda plays a bit of a nothing ball forward there. And Verigiva manages to get it. And that's the end of that highlight. Okay, we are at home, so for some reason I always say it, but I want a good performance, and I just never seem to get it. I've stuck with the same tactic, and as you can see, it hasn't really worked, but we haven't had those big patches of losses, which really hurt us last season. We've just been really inconsistent. And basically, the games we've been winning, as we move forward here, the games we've been winning have been the Capital One Cup games, really. I think we've won maybe one or two Premier League games, and then gotten 2 draws as well. But we are moving forward here. Emeterio crosses it. Oh, Hinacho, can he get it? Oh, yes, it's a penalty. Get in. Please. Oh, Balic isn't on the field. Thank God he won't miss it. Who will be taking our penalty? I think it might be Honda. I hope it's Honda. He scored a penalty earlier in the season. Yeah, it is Honda. And he misses it. Lovely. That's just two penalty misses in 2 games. You know, the luck is real. The luck is real, that's for sure. Juanmi, come on boys, please. Kostic can be deadly when he's on his game, and he is deadly. Get in there. Kostic, the big signing of the summer. He was the most expensive, and I had high hopes for him. He's playing that inside forward role. He's not a natural right winger either. Hopefully he'll get... Well, I am training him there, so hopefully he improves. Kostic again. Can he shoot? Ooh, that's a horrible shot. Okay, so we're going into half-time. Well, we look like we're going into half-time with the lead here. Doesn't really happen too often. I'll tell them I'm pleased. Even though I'm not really that pleased, because we should have scored that penalty. And then we should be 2-0 up. But it does look like we're playing a little bit better than we played last game. We had lots of shots last game. Lots of highlights, I should say. Oh, come on. Juanmi, get in! Oh, it's hit the post! It's hit the crossbar! No. Should be 3-0. Oh my god, that was an early chance as well. Honda is playing a 6.1. Despite having an assist. Obviously that penalty miss is bad, but... Kazuwa. Romero. Oh, Classy off the crossbar again! I told you, I have no luck when it comes to Football Manager. Absolutely no luck at all. And I'm not going to make any changes because we are playing quite well. I know Honda should be coming off, but I only have Tadic. Actually, you know what? We will bring Honda off and we'll play Lopez. We'll give Lopez his first chance at AMC, attacking midfield centre. I have brought him on as the striker a couple of times, and I think he started one game as striker as well. He hasn't played too badly up front, so that's definitely a position he could play, but obviously with his height and his heading and stuff like that, he does look... Oh, it's a good save. It's a good save. He does look a bit more suited to the attacking midfield role, or position I should say. It's not a role, because I play with an advanced playmaker. Okay, so it's 1-0. I'm nervous. Come on boys, we've got to get that second goal. Iheanacho. It's a big touch. Lays it off to Classy, who plays the through ball. Oh, what a nice 1-2 that is. Iheanacho, take a bow, son. That was brilliant. That was a good goal. We needed that as well. We really needed that. And this looks like a big win over Norwich. They're in behind though. Vossen. I spoke too soon. I've jinxed it. I've jinxed it. I have. Come on, boys. Oh no, they've got another highlight. Oh, they're in behind again. No. I don't know what type of ball that was, but... Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm so nervous, guys. Oh, come on, boys. Defend. Defend for your lives. Tackle. No! Oh, Rawley gets it. Oh, he got it. My heart sank. It dropped for a moment. Punts it long. Oh, and they've got the ball back again. But that's Font all day long. Classy. Lopez, what can he do? The Argentinian. Nice little ball out to Juanmi, who gives it away, but Romero gets it. Lopez. Oh, what a ball. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, and again, it's gone out for a corner. Come on, boys. Kazoa. Swings it in. It's cleared away, but he gets it again. Can he cross it? Yes, he can. Font, shoot! Oh, maybe don't shoot. That was horrible. Come on, boys. We've played really well in this game. We do not deserve to lose points here. 30 seconds left. Kazoa with the free kick. Oh, and he gives the ball away. What are you doing? Oh my god, no, please. Vossen out to Brady. Inside to Masuku. Vossen again. And he's offside. Get in. We've beaten Norwich 2-1. Brilliant performance, to be fair. Disappointed that we conceded that goal, but we got the 3 points at home. It was needed massively. And I'm very, very happy with the boys after that. Obviously, Honda should have scored that penalty. Iheanacho and Classy with a brilliant goal there. That was amazing. I was very happy to play Classy. You know, I decided to give him another chance, and he's, you know, absolutely hit it out of the park today. And yeah, that does move us. No, yes, it does. We move up into 15th position. We do have quite a bit of work to do, though. We're 4 points off Everton, who have 15 points. And then from there, once we get, you know, level with these few teams, we can really try and shoot back up into the top half. Yeah, it's safe to say that I am struggling a little bit on this year's game so far. I just can't find a tactic that works for me at the moment. I have done it on previous games. Obviously, you've seen it. Well, some of you would have, guys that have been a subscriber a bit longer. I'll get there. Don't you worry about that. I will get there, and we will have some success as Southampton manager. I don't want to get sacked in my first series. That would suck so bad. But yeah, enough rambling on. That's going to wrap this episode up, guys. I hope you have enjoyed a nice little victory over Norwich there. Drop a like if you have enjoyed it so far. If you're a new viewer, don't forget to subscribe, and that'll keep you up to date with all my Football Manager content. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.